Some would argue that this is the most important page on your Shopify store. And I would kind of agree, but not quite. So in this video, I'm going to share with you how to set up a Shopify homepage. And the way I'm going to set it up is going to be optimized for conversions and sharing of information. Now, you may be wondering why I think that this is not the most important page on your Shopify store. And if you want to know which pages I think are the most important on your Shopify store, then hang around until the end and I'll share with you how you can go ahead and customize those pages too. But before we get into the tutorial, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to ask you to please like this video in anticipation that I know you're going to love what I'm going to share with you, right? That's just a little joke.
And I'm Eugene D'Souza from Spark2Flame Media, bringing you the best tips, tools and strategies to help you reach more customers, growing your business with digital commerce media.
But let's get into why you're here. You're here to learn how to set up a Shopify homepage. So let's get into the video right now. So let's start loading up the editor. So let's get into it. Our editor's loaded and let's start editing. So let's start with the header. I'm gonna go ahead and click that. The logo, if you remember, we created it in the previous lesson, so I'm just going to quickly copy that in. Now, once it's uploaded, all you have to do is say select, and then you can go ahead and you can adjust the logo height. I'm going to leave it at 46 pixels for now. Navigation type, I'm just going to leave that on center. If you see what happens, if you go left or right, you'll see that your actual menu starts to move around. I think I'm just going to leave it in the center. It works well. Menu, that's okay. Mobile header, 30 pixels. Now you'll see here that you can go ahead to this little like icon and you can see what it'll look like on mobile and what it will look like on desktop. Now let's go ahead and save it quickly. Now you may want your logo a little bit bigger on mobile, so all you have to do is simply just drag this up and it'll get a little larger there. As long as it doesn't impact the shop now or call to action buttons down here. So let's say save. Let's head back to desktop view. Okay, let's go to the welcome section. Now, if you want to, you can always just toggle this on and off, and that will include it or exclude it from header area or above the fold area. So let's go to welcome. Let's pick something. Let's just go to free images and let's see if they have something for boho. That looks quite cool. Let's say select. And it'll go ahead and apply it for us, and then you can just play around with how you want it. So middle center, top left, it's going to look like that. Let's say top center, what's it going to look like? Okay, it doesn't change much. Middle center is pretty cool. I like that. I always try and use this as a way to get people into a collection or to view a sale that you're having. So let's use it for that, right? Make up something quickly. Autumn sale now on. And then we can just add a quick little blurb, and that's pretty cool. Shop now. And if we had any collections for this autumn sale setup, all you'd have to do is go ahead and click it. But I'm going to leave it like that. This is just for demonstration purposes. Button style, full outline. You can play around with that. The default is white. So you can go ahead and you can play with how high you want this section to be. I am going to pick maybe medium or large. So medium might distract someone from actually going through to the autumn sale and the autumn collection. Actually, I want to maybe change that. Autumn collection now available. Now you can always go ahead and you can add a slide, and let's just do that now as well. Let's go back to the free images. Let's say Bohemian. Let's see what comes up. Yeah, let's click jewelry, and then let's just go and put a heading in there. Boho autumn jewelry, sale, jewelry to make your favorite outfit pop and get everyone's attention. I like that, that works. So now you'll see you're able to go ahead and flick between these, which is quite cool. And if we check that out on mobile, because you always want to be designing for mobile, you can see here now that our logo that isn't transparent, it blends in quite nicely. On mobile, this looks pretty cool. I like that. And you can also go ahead and you can change the height on mobile if you wanted. I'm just going to make it large. Let's head back to the desktop view. And what I like to do is I like to say auto rotate. Slides change every 5 seconds. You can show the arrows, show the dots. I like leaving both of them on just because different people have different preferences. So let's add our favicon. You just have to go scroll down, say theme settings, say favicon, select your image, and I'll upload it now. If you remember from lesson 2, it's just our logo or the icon inside of our logo, and I'm just going to select that. It's now going to be added, which is fantastic. And I can just head back. If you didn't want to go and get a transparent logo, or you forgot to do one and you run out of time, just follow the instructions on the screen now. So you go back to theme settings, go to advanced settings, and then you just deselect enable transparent header, and you'll see now all of a sudden this becomes white. And I've left the sticky header enabled because that just means that when someone scrolls, this header stays over there. You can see that there is the announcement bar, and the announcement bar is just this: free shipping over $70 plus free returns. Now you have a choice whether or not you want to show this on every page or you only want to show it on the homepage. You could always add this, and you can add whatever you want. You can say free shipping, you can advertise your autumn sale, and you can say free shipping on all orders over $100. That's one thing that you could do with it, and you'll see it'll update now. You can actually add a link, or you can link it to a collection or a particular product or pages. Now we haven't gone and created anything yet, so we can just say collections for now and just say all collections. What is very cool is that in most scenarios you're going to have to get a third-party app to go ahead and figure out the currencies. So this enables you to sell in multiple currencies, and it will change based on where the person's IP address is coming through. Now generally that is a paid app, and this is free, built into this theme, which is very cool. Back to the top button, and that back to the top button, you'll see here it's this one here in the middle, and you just click it and it'll automatically take you to the top, which is pretty handy. I'm happy with the way it's looking at the moment. I may want to advertise something differently in this announcement bar, but that'll come in video 4. So let's head back. Now, if you remember from the video before, I went and I saved some of the color palettes and the typography inside of a quick notepad, and let's just load them up quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm pretty much going to use these first 3 and one of these darker shades for like my buttons or something like that, or accent colors, and you can just click on that. Let's head back, let's go to our colors, and then you can see that there's many options here. So you've got your general section, your header section, announcement bar, and so forth. So let's go ahead and change our announcement bar. I want to change it to that, and you'll see that's pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and select that, and you may want to make your text a little bit darker. So let's make that a bit darker. Now you have the ability to maybe select this. I don't know if it's going to be dark enough. Yeah, that's going to be way too light. You're never going to read that. You may want to select like a dark gray. So let's do that so that pops. Let's leave this as white. However, the header text, we may want to keep everything the same. So let's go ahead and make that text gray as well. So you can see that that's changed that there. So let's go customize the footer, and this, yeah, let's maybe make that the same pink color. Right, so the background, let's make it melon. That's cool. Let's change the text to that gray color. The buttons, let's change the button color. So let's change it to that. Yeah, that's okay. Your form field, let's make that a little bit lighter. Let's make it that. And then the form text is going to be in the same gray. The button labels, I like that button color. Let's make that a bit darker, and then let's make the label white. You're going to have to give them an incentive to actually join your email list. So let's keep going. Now let's go to the general section, and let's make sure that everything lines up. The button's not the same. Above buttons to look like that. However, this doesn't really follow color psychology. You'll see that that's where it's changed like that. It hasn't followed color psychology, but it's okay. We will go with that so that the brand is congruent. I mean, color psychology would have said that should have been like a very strong red or a certain shade of green, but we're going to keep it that shade, and it should have updated all of that. I do want to go ahead and change that button. That button is over there. Change that. And that's going to be pretty much it for now. Now you can head into your social media section, and you would have seen that throughout the page, you'll see that you've got a Facebook share, tweet, and pin. I'm not a fan of that. I believe that it harms conversions. Yes, it shares your brand, but it harms conversions. If someone wanted to buy this, you want them to go ahead and buy it, or to at least, check out the details on it. I don't like having it there, so I take it away. So let's just go ahead and say save. Cart and search is just these icons at the top over here. And again, as I've said before, there's a bunch of stuff that is actually included in this theme for free that you would have to go and pay for. You can literally use the review app style widget that they've got in here, and you can decide where you want to place star ratings, as well as kind of, the section style and so forth, which is quite cool. You wouldn't have to pay for that. If you did want to use a paid app. The paid app that I would recommend that you use, there's a bunch of them on the market, but it is the following. It's called Looks, and Looks will give you a 14-day free trial, as well as it then costing you only $9.99 a month. And with that, you're able to go ahead and import reviews from AliExpress, from Amazon, from Google Shopping, from a whole bunch of them. I'll quickly just load this up for you so that you can see what you can do by loading in certain reviews. And reviews add to credibility. It makes customers feel more comfortable that they are actually, in a trusted space, in a reputable space. People have trusted your brand, they've bought from you before, and I'm trusting that you're going to do this legitimately and share good reviews and provide really good product. So always cool to add that in. The review app will come into effect where we actually start to create our first product pages. For now, let's just go down to the checkout section. Pretty much going to leave it as it is. I don't like touching the checkout section at all. The only things that I will touch is buttons, for example, and I'll make them congruent with the rest of the site, but I won't go and add in background images and stuff like that. You want it to look trustworthy. When someone's about to give you their money for your product, you want it to look trustworthy. And it's coming along quite nicely. So let's dig into a few of these sections together, and I'm not going to go into every single one of them. I'll just end up showing you the final store at the end, but simply put, you can literally click on any one of these sections. It's going to open it up and you're going to be able to edit it with all of these options. Let's just pick this and say help us reach millions and make a difference. And your button link would then go to a page, and that page will be your About Us page, and we'll select that a little bit later. And this is all super rough. I just came up with that kind of out of the blue. And with that, you've now got a mini About Us section, which is quite cool. Just remember to hit save. Let's go to the featured products section. And for now, let's leave this as it is because we have not yet created any product pages. Collections list, let's leave that as it is. Featured product, our featured product, we will pick one shortly and it will come up and display here. Okay, and we are going to come back to the featured products, collection list, and featured product over here. So these are multiple featured products. This is a single featured product. So your leading product that you're going to be pushing and selling on your store, you want to put it over there. So let's just go to the next section. Let's go to our guarantee section, and over here you can literally edit out all your various guarantees. And now you've got these three. Yep, our store's starting to come together. Looking pretty cool. Let's hit save and we'll jump into the next section. Okay, don't panic. All right, let's do this together so that you don't panic. If you clicked on view your store and you've been following along so far, you would have realized that it looks like everything that you did, all the work that you've done, was not saved. Okay, no logo, no colors, no fonts, no images, nothing. Let's head back to the Shopify admin dashboard. And the reason this has happened, we're making changes inside of the Debutify theme and app, but the store still has the debut theme, which is the default theme that all Shopify stores come with. As you can see, that is the one that is active. It's the current theme. Don't panic. All right, all you have to do is keep scrolling down, go over here, and you'll see theme library. All you have to do is go to actions and say publish. And when you do that, it will overwrite and replace your current debut theme. All you have to do is hit publish. And to know that it's worked, all you have to do is click on view your store, and you will see that everything we had already completed is there. Phew. Right, relief. Hey, you made it to the end. So I know that you have just watched this video and you figured out that this video was actually taken from another video, right? Go figure. It's actually from a free mini course that I released right here on YouTube. I'll go ahead and I'll link to that course in the YouTube card above, as well as in the description below. And that free mini course shows you how to start and build an online Shopify store. So I know that because you've just watched this video, you are in the process of building out your Shopify store or your online business, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and link to some really valuable videos that are going to help you on your journey to make the best possible Shopify store you can ever build. All you have to do is go ahead and click or tap on the screen right now, and I'll catch you in one of those videos. Until then, peace and God bless.